So, for those, if you're wondering why the video is going to be lagging from now on, I don't know if it's lagging. I swear to God, every time I record these videos, it always lags. I have it set at 10 frames per second. I've sunken so low, right? I'm trying to do this to see if the video stops lagging, but unfortunately, that never happens, because, let's see if I mute here. What if it says encoding overloaded? Doesn't? Doesn't yet? No, okay, good. For now. Sorry, I had some honeydew. So yeah, um, hold on a second. Sorry, I just had to mark off some stuff. Just thinking about something, and mind wanders for a bit. So, as far as the whole thing with Paramount and Prime Video, yeah, dropping some of their initially meant for theatrical films on Prime Video, it's been an interesting thing so far. Coming to America, or Coming to America 2, was the first one to do it, and I'll say this. There were a few funny moments here and there, but that movie felt more like a remake than a sequel, and plus they practically turned Akeem into an asshole. They made him more of an asshole, which kind of undoes his journey from the first movie, you know, and I don't know, I feel like it's just, maybe it's that film that would have been better with an R rating. I don't know. I just don't really want to get into the problems with that movie. Although I will say, Wesley Snipes was easily the best part of that movie. He knew what movie he was in, and he was just hamming it up. And it's fun to see Wesley Snipes after such a long time. I haven't really seen him ever since he's been evading taxes. Been waiting a long time to say that. And yeah, so ultimately, I've never had the urge to rewatch it again. And then came Without Remorse, which I was gunning so hard. I really wanted to like that movie. I wanted it to succeed because, one, you had Stefano Sollima directing, and he did a great job with Sicario Day of the Soldado. You had Taylor Sheridan writing the script, and you had Michael B. Jordan in the lead. And Michael B. Jordan was easily the best part of that film, as well as the action scenes in it. But I think, given the fact that the original book was written back in 1990 something, and it just it did not work on many levels. It's like we've already seen a lot of movies like that in recent memories, and another thing that really killed it was that they cast Guy Pearce in it. And this is a spoiler alert, but they cast Jamie Bell, and you think he's going to be the bad guy, but once you know Guy Pearce is in the movie, you're like, yeah, he's the bad guy. And it's like I hate that I was duped into thinking that. Yeah, I don't know what it is that I've got. Ugh. But yeah. And this is their third time doing it, and I don't know but so the Tomorrow War is one of those many movies to, go from theatrical to streaming, because maybe it won't be a big hit in the box office, I don't know. But it is an interesting movie. One, Chris Pratt's in it, and, I'm interested in seeing it. And I think he's also a producer on this. And two, you have Chris McKay directing. This is actually his second film after the Lego Batman movie, and I loved the Lego Batman movie. And for some reason, I'm always interested in seeing when directors who started off in animation or directed animated movies go from doing live action films. Like, if you think about it, Andrew Adamson, who directed the first two Shrek films, went on to direct the first two Narnia films. And regardless of what the internet tells you, Prince Caspian is actually good. Looking at you, CinemaSins. No offense, I really do like CinemaSins, but they haven't really made a good video in a while. I do follow them on Twitter though, so that's the irony. It's like, yeah. Um, and I do remember Brad Bird did it with Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol and Tomorrowland. Just there's lots of directors. I actually have an IMDb list on that one. Hold on, I think if I look it up, live action. Yeah, I actually created this list a few months ago, and it's been a while. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Tomorrowland, Brad Bird, John Carter. It's interesting. After Finding Dory, Andrew Stanton. Yeah, I remember after Wally, Andrew Stanton directed Finding Nemo, and then he transitioned to directing two episodes of Stranger Things, and like right here, I just wrote it here. Episode of Better Call Saul, Legion, and an episode of Tales from the Loop. And Andrew Adamson. Oh, he's done more live action movies than animated films. And then The Time Machine, Simon Wells, Stuart Little, Rob Minkoff, and Forbidden Kingdom, Rob Minkoff. Yeah. Travis Knight, Rob Letterman. There's like lots of directors who I can think of have jumped from directing animated films to going to the live action jump just like that. So I'm interested. I'm curious. Last time I saw that type of thing happen, it was Chris Sanders, if I'm not mistaken, who directed Lilo and Stitch and the first How to Train Your Dragon and the first Croods movie. So yeah, and after those three, he directed Call of the Wild, which I actually really enjoyed. I'm not playing around. I actually really did like Call of the Wild. Weirdly enough, I was not expecting to like it as much. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. It's like the only problem is like the dog is so CG. It's like why couldn't they go with a real dog? So yeah, this is the Tomorrow War official trailer, and let's just hop into this. I knew this
Okay, none
one.
of you are my child. Has anyone seen Miri?
Wait, I know her. Is that Betty Gilpin? It could be. Okay, shop again.
We are fighting a war 30 years in the future.
Is this a joke?
Our enemy is not human. We need you to fight.
You got drafted.
I will be back.
Why is this happening? What about the teachers' deferment and the veterans' deferment?
If I don't go, they're going to draft you in my place. But if something does happen to me,
I think it is.
you and Miri will be taken care of.
If something happens to you, Dan, 70% of draftees do not return.
Sometimes a man does what's best for his family, not himself.
Move your shirt, please.
What's this for?
It's just a test.
Oh, a seatbelt. Was it a driving test? No? You don't have jokes in the future?
This device facilitates your jump to and from the future war.
1 minute to jump.
Oh, here, buddy. Take that. You just look around like that.
How are you so calm?
Long story.
Yeah, ex-military?
Yeah. Kind of a short story, I guess.
3, 2, 1. In 11 months' time, all human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. Unless you help us.
I was trying to save my daughter. If I gotta save the world to save her, then I'm gonna do it.
This is the end. The human species will disappear from the face of the earth. We are literally living on borrowed time.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening. So we gotta fight.
Well, it's nice knowing you.
Okay, so it comes out on July 2nd. It's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty interesting right there. Let me just look it up here. War. See if this is. Let's see. Wikipedia. Yeah, right here. Is a upcoming military. Okay, so I was initially scared when it said David S. Goyer, but it turns out he's just producing it, so and not the script. God willing, he did not get involved with the script because David S. Goyer's like, let's see, American film and television director, filmography, yeah, he's apparently gonna direct a Nightwing and Johnny Quest movie. Okay, uh, and his work in television, he was also an animation co-direct and animation supervisor on the Lego Movie, and let's see, he did episodes of Robot Chicken, and he did the Robot Chicken Star Wars special, the third Robot Chicken Star Wars special. I remember. Yeah, so like I mean, the guy who worked on Robot Chicken has gone on to transition to the Lego Batman movie and the Tomorrow War. Zach Dean. I don't know if that's a name. Let's see. Looking at the cast here. Yvonne Stravosky, uh, J.K. Simmons, Betty Gilpin. It was Betty Gilpin. Let's see. So yeah, and acquired the film for $200 million. 2 hours and 20 minutes. This is going to be a long one. So this is interesting. Lorne Balfe is the composer on this, so that's interesting. And the cinematographer on this is Larry Fong. Film. Okay, so he's worked on like episodes of Lost, and he's also worked a lot with Zack Snyder. Interestingly enough, on 300, Watchmen, Sucker Punch, and BVS. He also shot Super 8 and Kong Skull Island. So this is looking epic right now. I just think I have something here. And apparently he's working on a Chip and Dale movie. Live action animation hybrid. Directed by Akiva Schaffer. One of the members of the Lonely Island. So at least one exciting thing. It looks pretty good. Fong is also an accomplished magician, is a member of the Academy of Magical Arts. I do know that. I remembered watching Army of the Dead, and there was like a poster of Larry Fong. I do know that Larry Fong happens to be a musician, and he's done a lot of great work. Like his cinematography for like the first half of that movie, The Predator, was easily the best part. So yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be. I mean, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Yeah, live action directorial debut, and uh, I wonder if Chris Pratt actually. I think I read that he was in. Let me click on filmography. The Tomorrow War, and Jurassic World Dominion, Thor: Love and Thunder. Maybe if I check IMDb, it's easier for me because IMDb, like I say, is often more reliable than Wiki. Actor, soundtrack. I think he's also a producer on this. I am not so sure, but I know. I think he is. Producer. Yeah, okay, so executive producer on Tomorrowland. So he's got some control over it, I think. Yeah, that was exciting. That was the Tomorrow War official trailer. Can't wait to read the comments. Honestly, I'm gonna pretend this is the Edge of Tomorrow sequel. Oh man, I really want to see. Bruh, they don't need Chris Pratt for this. They have Omni Man. Why do the aliens look and sound like a combo of Edge of Tomorrow and A Quiet Place? Should have been playing Nathan Drake, and he even speaks like him from the games. I do know that Chris Pratt had actually turned down Nathan Drake because he wasn't as interesting. Hold on. Let me just mute the sound here because uh. Oh, how I hate those radio cars. Those things are like, I hate those loud cars passing by my neighborhood. That is just awful. So yeah. Yeah, I really do hope. I am interested in time as a concept, that future stuff. Someone said it was Edge of Tomorrow, though. Edge of Tomorrow was more a time loop movie. Now they got me interested in Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. I do know they are planning on doing the sequel, to it. And I loved Edge of Tomorrow. It's probably one of the best live action anime transition to film transitions. Let's see. Oh, man. However, Emily Blunt has stated due to COVID-19, the budget for another film would be too expensive. Casting. Oh, see, this is what happens, America. You made sure Transformers 4 made more money than Edge of Tomorrow, and we'll probably never get to see the sequel. Yeah, I'm gonna pretend this is an Edge of Tomorrow sequel. This is the closest thing we get to an Edge of Tomorrow 2. That's fine by me, even if it's not technically attached. It's its own thing. Actually, let me look up the screenwriter of this movie. Zach Dean, screenwriter. IMDb. Let's see what he's written over the years. Like certain writers, they have to make certain sacrifices. Deadfall, and 24 Hours to Live. Alright, Deadfall got 6.3 on IMDb. Which, yeah. So far, I don't see any encoding overload. Which is interesting. I don't see them saying encoding overloaded. Please consider. I'm already down one. Olivia Wilde. I'm actually looking up some of the tech specs on these movies. Let's see. Deadfall, 2012 film. Oh, man. Oh, shot on film as well. Is that Eric Bana? I think it's Eric Bana. Damn it. 34. Okay. Stefan Rzucewski. American crime genre film starring, Eric Bana, Olivia Wilde, and Charlie Hunnam. Oh, Austrian. So, The Inheritors, there's so many movies I'm looking up from the screenwriter and the directors of said movies. 24 Hours to Live, Ethan Hawke. I know this name, Brian Schmears. If I look up 24 Hours to Live as well, let's see, 24 Hours to Live, 2012 film. Sorry, I have to look up everything. It's just the internet, it legitimately hates. Sometimes my laptop, I think it hates me so much that, it's like, I'm going to slow down the speed of your laptop. 52 on Rotten Tomatoes. Alright, let me look it up here. 24 Hours to Live. I do know this name, Brian Schmears, the director of, let's see, is a Hollywood stunt coordinator and technical unit directors on projects such as Live Free or Die Hard, Mission Impossible 2, Eagle Eye, Night at the Museum, Wind Talkers, and Superman Returns, among others. He's also the director of Hero Wanted and 24 Hours to Live. That's interesting. Stunt performer and second unit director. So, Hero Wanted. It went from one thing to the other, just like that. Hero Wanted. Let me look up this Stefan Rzucewski. Cold Hell, German-Austrian thriller. No info on that. Patient Zero. I think I've heard of this movie. I am not so sure, though. Maybe, 14%. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. The Inheritors. Sorry, it went from one thing to the other. Sorry about that. I have a tendency of doing that. My mind always wants to pay attention to the other things in life. Let's see. Oh, it was a direct to DVD. Hero Wanted. 5.6. So so only made 2 movies. Brian Schmears. I do know that his brother's also another fellow stunt coordinator and second unit director by the name of Greg Schmears. Brian. Sorry, I have a lot of stuff here that is insane. How much information I like to look up. I always got to do this for I always got to learn how to pause. Yeah, brother of stuntman. Let's see. Yeah, brother of Greg Schmears. I remember that. Greg Schmears. This guy right here. He's done second unit on Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. Look up second unit. Mission is this Percy Jackson: Sea of Monsters, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, 6 Underground, and Red Notice, and a Dungeons and Dragons movie. He directed an episode of a documentary. All right, I'm back here to the other one. Anatomy, German horror film. 58%. So yeah, it's like the guy who did Deadfall has probably done a lot of foreign film, a lot of German films. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check how much longer we've been in here. Yeah, 22 minutes, and I've gone overboard already. But yeah, I guess it leads back to the fact that I was looking up information on the screenwriter. So it's probably So it's probably the screenwriter. The screenwriter for this film. This is his 3rd film. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And a like. I'll probably.